Yo, Gamer Name here and welcome back to another Tekken 8 YouTube video, and today my boys are going to be taking a look at more Tekken 8. The synopsis for this video is, will Tekken 8 or can Tekken 8 be the greatest Tekken game of all time? So there's a lot of factors that come into this. As of right now, even with all the success of Tekken 7 currently, people would consider Tekken 3 and Tekken 5 as the greatest games of all time. So Tekken 8 has a lot to live up to, right? The hype that Tekken 8 is building right now, dude, they have to blow us away with this game. Like, they just have to. So Tekken 7 launched about 7-8 years ago from today, which is, bro, like, that's a long time. That's a long time, right? When arcades were still living, it first launched in arcades, then launched on console, I believe early 2017 if I'm not mistaken. So Tekken 7 obviously is a massive success, right? The biggest Tekken game in the franchise so far, which is a lot, right? It's huge for this game, because coming from Tekken 7, Tekken Tag didn't do very well and actually might have killed the franchise, or so we hear. But Tekken 7 actually changed that. They actually had a very low budget when Tekken 7 was released, so it's a very huge dab for Namco, given the fact that, you know, of course, Tekken Tag didn't do so well. So now, why is Tekken 7 not considered the greatest Tekken game of all time? Well, there are a lot of factors that come into play here. So firstly, I brought the discussion of Tekken 3 and Tekken 5 being considered the best Tekken games in the history of Tekken. Firstly, with Tekken 3, Tekken 3 is a legacy game, right? It's done so much for the fighting community. It has changed so much, introduced very iconic characters to the game: Jin, Xiaoyu, Eddie, Brian, Hwarang. So Tekken 3 is legendary. Legendary status, has an amazing storyline as well, good content, especially for at the time of release. The time it released, you know, that's years ago compared to now. The content was really good. And in my opinion, Tekken 5 right now stands as the greatest Tekken game of all time. And just like Tekken 3, this game is damn near perfect. Tekken 5 is what a Tekken fan wants from a Tekken game. It literally has everything you'd want in a Tekken game, right? Good character roster, a good storyline, good content, offline content, a customization mode, so many different varieties of gameplay modes. So this game had everything. The only thing missing from this game, honestly, was online, which at that time was not a big deal. So Tekken 5 to me is legendary status. Like, this game is amazing. Now, one thing I don't want to talk about in this video is character balancing. I feel as though balancing is an issue that every fighting game goes through. I don't think there's one good solution to, you know, balancing characters. So people might say, oh, Tekken 5 was broken. Bro, almost every freaking Tekken game has been broken. Tekken 3, Tekken 5, Tekken 6, Tekken Tag, all had broken stuff, right? In Tekken 7, we all know what happened in Tekken 7. So balancing won't really determine just how great these games are for me personally. For me, I'm looking at everything altogether in terms of content, character roster, you know, online mechanics for certain games at the time, which brings me back to Tekken 7. So whilst Tekken 7 was great in terms of gameplay, Tekken 7 was a huge improvement gameplay wise, right? They introduced Screw, they introduced slow-mos as well, they introduced rage arts and rage drives. So this changed the game massively, right? Tekken 7 is considered as to be the most fun fighting game to watch till date. This game is so fun to watch, it is insane. Namco nailed the formula so well, so it's not surprising to see that they've used the same thing for Tekken 8 but with improved mechanics. I will talk about that later in the video, arguably. So Tekken 7 was a massive success, like I said before. Sold a shit ton of copies, right? Saved the franchise. But as awesome as that all sounds, there's so many things missing from this game. The game is bare bones of what it actually is in terms of content. The massive success comes from the gameplay, which is also, you know, part of the online as well. Of course, it launched with horrible netcode. They had to go through updates to just balance the game, get it to a very, you know, stable state in terms of online play. But overall, the game didn't have anything else much to offer outside of the online gameplay. Story mode was very mediocre. hella game modes lacking, right? Treasure mode, I think we only have Tekken Ball, which came later on, with no online. Customization is very, very poor. You don't have incentives to actually grind for outfits you want. So content wise, Tekken 7 was very, very lacking, which was a huge downgrade considering where the franchise has come from. The previous games, like I said, had awesome customization options and gameplay modes. Even Tekken Tag 2 actually was decent enough in terms of customization and different game modes. King of Iron Fist Tournament 8. Can this game topple everything? Tekken 3, Tekken 5, Tekken Tag, and Tekken 7. Can Tekken 8 beat all these games? Let's talk about it. So first things first, I want to talk about the gameplay of Tekken 8. In my opinion, Tekken 8 will be the most fun Tekken game till date. We spoke about Tekken 7 earlier and how the gameplay is what really sells the game, brings in newcomers. The fact that it's very fun to watch is what actually, made it so successful. So Tekken 8 has used the same formula, like I said, but has improved upon this, right? More, smooth gameplay, the effects are better, the combo system looks a bit more fluid than Tekken 7, and the introduction of Hit. Now Hit has very varying opinions, in terms of Tekken fans, but I am actually a huge fan. I think Hit actually has more depth to it than Rage, right? Rage only gave you two options, Rage Art and Rage Drive. Tekken 8 has Rage and Hit. Although Rage, granted, has no depth to it, you only get a Rage Art. Hit has brought so much depth to the gameplay, depth and personality of all the Tekken characters, which I really love about this game. Hit mechanic might be broken, so I'm going to talk about balancing now for this game. So to talk about balancing, to talk about Hit, I know a lot of pro players are not a fan of Hit, they say it's broken. So let's go to a certain fan favorite fighting game called Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. We love fighting games, and I know for sure you have heard about this legendary game. Marvel is perhaps one of the most loved fighting game of all time. The fans of this game are so passionate to the point that the game is still living up to now. It's even at EVO, right? It survived so many years without support from the devs. A new Marvel game came, it flopped, right? What did they do? They went back to Marvel 3 and they're keeping it alive. That's just how much people love this game. Now, to talk about Marvel is to talk about balancing. Marvel 3 is perhaps one of the most broken fighting games I have ever played. Marvel 3 is so broken, right? The balancing is horrible, but, and this is a huge but, this is what makes the game fun. The fact that every character is broken means that technically there are no bad characters in this game. What character is bad if every character is broken, right? That's the thing. And characters being broken means, you might not have answers to some of the options that broken characters have, but you also have the option to use broken stuff to your advantage as well. So this kind of plays similar to how Hit works in Tekken 8, right? There's so many broken stuff, but like, it's fun. It's so fun, right? Dude, like, we had an EVO showcase earlier. You could just tell how everyone was having fun, right? Me was laughing so much at the Shadow Clone spam from Raven, right? Like, they're just enjoying a good time, and that's what I really love about it. Characters might be broken in Hit, but like, every character is broken, which makes every character good. I'm honestly for this idea, and hopefully I see more buffs than I do nerfs. Hit is like, it's buffed, bro, right? Oh, you're facing Leroy? Prepare to get your health chipped on block the whole entire game. Oh, you're fighting Lars? Hold these 50-50 mix-ups from full screen. Oh, you're fighting Raven? Bro, hold these Shadow Clone safe mix-ups for days. Oh, you're fighting Paul? 3 death fists and you're dead. Like, this is the stuff I love, and this is what makes Tekken 8 fun, and this is why I say it has improved the gameplay formula from Tekken 7. Now granted, this might be a very opinionated, like, it might be only my preference, but for me, I love Hit, and honestly, I really hope it stays the same. Adapt or get left behind. That's just the name of the game, but more fun means a bigger crowd, more new players, and overall just fun gameplay. and it's not actually that broken, right? The hit lasts for like 10 seconds, right? So the fundamental aspect of Tekken is still there, and the game, in a game where the movement is still good, like better than Tekken 7, that just makes the game more so, very, very better. So in terms of gameplay and balancing, Tekken 8 is doing it right so far, in my opinion. So, can Tekken 8 be the greatest Tekken game of all time? Honestly, the simple answer to this question is yes, right? Just do Tekken 7 and improve everything you've done, since then. And from what we've seen so far, the beta tests we've had, this game seems amazing. This game will be amazing at launch. Game modes, we look set for game modes, already have Tekken Ball. Online has been improved so much. We have servers now, Africa servers, thank God. Shout out to Harada. Africa, I see you. We're on the scene, my boys. It's looking good. It's looking good. Hopefully, a story mode carries this game. Customization is looking amazing as well. I don't even know where to end with this game. Honestly, the only thing that's a bit sus is the current roster. Not many people are happy with the current roster. It feels very, very safe, but I feel like it has enough variety to, bring in so many new players and help people that don't have their character on the roster find someone new to play. I love what this game is doing so far. We just have to wait. Harada has been listening, Namco has been listening. It's just a matter of countdown from today. So yes, Tekken 8 does have the balls to be the greatest Tekken game of all time with legacy. People need to stop living in the past, guys. Adapt, right? The game needs to evolve. It's something new, it's something different. If you're not a fan, just go play older games. It's that simple. People are still playing older games till date. As for me, this is my game, this is my future, and I can't wait for Tekken 8 to launch. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video, my boys. If you made it this far, please don't forget to ria that like button and subscribe if you're new. Helps me out with you keeping in touch with my content and you're not missing out. So GG, my boys, may the frame data be ever in your favor. GG.